Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to my inaugural playthrough of Civilization 7. Civilization 7 just came out very recently, and I have not had a chance to play it yet. It's only been out for a day, a night. It's been out for a very short amount of time, and I'm very excited to jump in, and I'm going to do an entire playthrough here on YouTube for you guys. Now, I have already taken the liberty of going through and looking at all the characters, all of the leaders, and all of the civilizations, and I have come to a decision. We are going to be using Confucius. Something is very hilarious about using Confucius, as well as 25% growth rate in cities, +2 science from specialists. Like, that that seems pretty damn good. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna be starting from the Antiquity Age because if you're gonna start, you might as well do it from the start. For the civilization, it recommends that you go with Han because I guess that's Confucius's default setting. But I thought, you know what? I had never seen this. I'm pretty sure this hasn't been in any past Civilization games. So we are gonna not go with what it tells us to do, and we're gonna do Egypt. The idea of Confucius ruling over Egypt with an iron fist for 6,000 years is just too good to pass up. So we're going to be Confucius ruling Egypt. I'm also not going to read off all of this for you guys, but if you want to take a look, here is all the stuff we get for being Egypt. A couple unique buildings and units, as well as +1 production on navigable rivers, and plus 30% production towards constructing the pyramids. For our difficulty settings, we are going with Viceroy. That is a 3 out of 6. I believe Governor is the default that it has it set to, so I'm assuming this is similar to, I think it was Prince in the previous games. Viceroy is basically 1 higher than I normally do when I've played in the past, so I'm giving myself a little bit of a challenge without making it absolutely unwinnable here. Game speed, standard, map type, continents plus, map size, standard, all of that's pretty basic. And the only other thing we changed here is disaster intensity. We took it from light, which is the default, to moderate, just because that seems a little fun. Not going up to catastrophic, because I don't want everything to get destroyed by a hurricane, but moderate seems like a good middle ground for it. But to not waste any more time, let's get into it. I have no idea what kind of start we're going to have. Because we are Egypt and we get bonus for navigable rivers, I would love to get our first city beside a river, or at least a coastal city, maybe. So we'll see if maybe we can swing that. Maybe we'll get lucky. All right, I was waiting for the big reveal, but I guess there was another screen before the actual start. So now we've got a begin game. Surely we are going to see where we land now. We do not. Okay, welcome to Civilization 7. Lead your people to greatness. Before you embark on your journey to create sure. Ages. History is built in layers. Okay, this actually seems like it might be pertinent info for the gameplay. Civilization 7 consists of multiple ages. Every turn brings you a step closer to the next age. Some important events are a leap forward. Each age presents its own unique gameplay, new challenges, and an opportunity to change your strategy. Your leader remains the same. Good, Confucius will be there all the way through. He's going to live for 5,000 years. Your leader remains the same, but at the end of every age, you will choose a new civilization. So we're going to change off of Egypt, maybe? Is that what it means there? I guess we'll see. With a different set of abilities and units at your disposal. The legacy you create with each civilization will carry into subsequent ages. Create a history. Legacy paths are the primary means by which you can create continuity from one age to the next. Every age presents 4 such paths: economic, cultural, scientific, and militaristic. Whether you focus solely on one path or diversify your efforts, the progress you make will grant you unique and powerful abilities in the next age. So you can kind of plan what your kind of victory you're going for early on. I like it. I like it. In the final age, once you complete a legacy path, you will have the opportunity to perform one or more decisive feat to seal your victory. Okay. Not entirely sure exactly how that's all going to work, but I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. Change is on the horizon. Every game of Civilization 7 has its own journey, and as you will see from the following tutorials and advisor messages, there are countless ways to build an empire that stands the test of time. To make the most of your journey, try to remain open to these ideas and be willing to adapt when necessary. All right, so surely at this point, now this is going to put us into the game. We've clicked through many screens. It's explained what's new. I'm very excited to see what kind of start we get and what it looks like. I have no real clue how different this game is from the previous versions. It's been a long time since Civ 6 came out, so let's get in and see where Egypt is going to land. Whoa. Okay. All right. A new home. Greetings, Confucius. With a new vision come the Egyptian people, ready to put down roots in these fertile lands. Your founder has the ability to establish your first city. Select them now. I select them. Okay, and there's found settlement. So it's the same as previous games where you have your people who put down cities and whatnot. Is this where we want to put it? Kind of looks like we got something there. I don't know if that's a resource or not. Look at all this, though. Like, look at this. We got this massive mountain. Oh, looks like we got... What is that? What is that? Is that elephants? We got elephants up there. We got horses over there. We got something, some type of rock we could probably mine. Something over here. We have a huge river. Is this a navigable river? It's a much bigger river than, like, these smaller ones. Well, I have no idea if this is a great spot because it feels so protected with the water and these cliffs, or if it's a horrible idea. But either way, we're going to see how it works, and we are going to found our settlement here. Found settlement. Wasit. Behold Wasit, the cultural center of the Egyptian people. This city and all your future settlements provide your civilization with specific yields. Food, production, science. Okay, we know how those work. A settlement generates production. Okay, we know how production works. Let's get in there. And do we want a warrior or a scout first? For the sake of not getting absolutely domed by barbarians early, we're gonna get a Magi first, and we'll get a scout second. All right, so we're gonna have to figure out where we are. We're gonna have to look at all of the lands around us because we're gonna want our own continent. Like, that's how all Civ games go, right? We're gonna end up wanting our own continent and at least having our fair share of land on our spot. Exploration. You know what? I think I know how exploration works. You walk and you find new things. All right. How hard can it be? Technology. All right. So now we get to start researching. We got people wanting different ones. These are our advisors. I'm early on. You know what? I'm thinking we go pottery. Just get the science one that he wants early. Sooner rather than later, we are going to want animal husbandry and sailing because we are on the water and we have resources for animals nearby. But first off, I think we're going to go for pottery. Yeah, I think pottery is the way to go. Research takes time to complete. Hey, we know that. Since the training of your first unit has completed, you are free to choose what to produce next. Thanks, man. So we can make a granary or we can get a scout because we do obviously want one of those. A granary takes 11 turns. Economic advisor wants both of them. Okay, well, we can't have both right now. I think we want to get our city off to the races and going early. So let's get the granary going and then get a scout. We can already look around with our Magi. What is all this? Whoa, okay, what am I looking at here? When constructing a new building, you must choose a placement location. Buildings can be placed in an urban district with an empty green slot. So you place them on the tiles now. You don't just have them all within the city, just kind of on a list, I suppose. So that's actually pretty cool. So obviously you can build it on the green. The yellow tiles have something already, and the red tiles cannot be built on. Well, this one already says it has 2 food and 1 happiness, so I think we're going to go with that for the granary. There it is. Our first building is... Well, I guess it's currently being built. It's not finished, but we are working on a granary now. Thanks to the amount of food your city has generated, it has grown in population. Select Grow City to continue. Okay, what's that? When a city grows, it can expand into an adjacent tile, gaining the yields it offers. When your settlement's people move to this tile, they'll create an improvement, a rural structure for them to work and live in. Tiles with high yields and resource obvious choice. Oh, so whenever you grow, it doesn't automatically happen. You pick every time now. That's really cool. And it builds an automatic improvement on the spot. Picking this tile will give you a fishing boat. Picking this tile will give you a farm. Like, look at it. You just automatically build that stuff, so you don't even have to, like, research the sailing boat or whatever you needed before for this. I think this tile early on gives me about some of the most, and also it's gonna get us one step closer to getting to the ivory here, which gives us a nice boost in production towards wonders. All right,
I peered
fishing
down.
boat. What?
I took up the ruins. Screaming, I took them. From there, I fell back again.
Hey, thanks, Brienne of Tarth. Appreciate it. Gull Foss. Is that this mountain right here? Yeah, that's this. Gull Foss, +1 culture and production. 6 food? Oh my god. Yeah, we have to get down here and work that. I don't know if you put stuff there beside it, or like if you build stuff on, like, surely you don't build a mine on the wonder, right? We already know about that. Command units. Yes, we need to move our fellas. Atlantis. It says Atlantis everywhere. Is that the continent we're on? Atlantis is a continent? I'm assuming that's what it is. Hey, Egypt is right beside the Nile River. Look at that. I wonder if that's on purpose. I feel like it must be. Nile River, Nile. The Wadi Firen. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know that river. Tundra Bog Bar Yusuf. Okay. All right, let's keep pushing forward. Let's keep improving. Let's keep finding stuff. It's always weird on these earlier turns. I feel like later on you take so long to find stuff and to do everything in a turn, but early on you can plow through these turns. We have discovered a new continent. Our explorer is naming it Knornerland. Kernorner. What? Wait, hold on, I can do this. Kernorland. Okay. Where is that? Is that just like up here? Atlantis. Mountainous desert, Kernorland. Hey, look at that. We got some cotton over here in the flat grassland. All right. I dig it. Time to grow the city again. And so we can already make a camp and get our ivory, our elephants. I also do want this, but at the same time, I feel like this isn't going anywhere. If I had to guess, this isn't going anywhere. It's not... I like to think there's not a civilization, like, right here, ready to take it already. Like, everyone's got one city so far, so we're gonna connect the elephants, get a little bit of culture going. I think that's good for morale. We got our ivory, so +10 production towards wonders placed in tropical, plains, and desert terrain. Thank God, because I do believe we have desert terrain. Flat desert, rough desert. A lot of rough desert, but it just says desert terrain, so I think we're okay. This is an empire resource, so it affects your entire civilization. Okay, entire civilization. Does that mean that some resources only work for the city that has it? Lots of questions early on that we need to find the answers to at some point. And thanks for that, elephant. I also just noticed that when we grow our city, it goes to this tile and we work it, but also it improves our borders to everywhere around it. It gives us that entire area surrounding it. So if we get this one next, our borders will go all the way here, I imagine. At least that's what it looks like after this first one. Exploration has revealed a cave. One of many discoveries. It's just cave. That's it. Closer inspection grants a hidden benefit or opportunity. Try moving one of your units there and see what happens. All right, so once we get our scout, I think we'll have them take a look at that, and we will keep moving north with our Magi. Independent villages. You have encountered a stranger from the village of Sagunia. Sagunia, these nuts, man. Yeah, scout these nuts. Oh, he's hostile. Why is he hostile? And they appear to be hostile. I guess I could have read the rest of the sentence. The, the village could potentially be a strong ally with the right amount of pressure. It could also prove a threat to your civilization. Well, if they're hostile, I'm not loving their or our chances at peace with each other. So we might have to take them out sooner rather than later. I'm assuming this is like the city-states of previous games, the villages, independent villages. We'll just move up north and ignore this guy for right now. What? What was that? A gradient dust storm named Bernice? Berenice? No, it's got to be Bernice. A gradient dust storm named Bernice has developed and is heading to the west. No! Wait, which way is the west? No, we're fine. We're fine. I assume it's this, and it's heading to the west, so it should be good. It happened right on the edge of our units. The storm will cause destruction over the next 2 turns. With its arrival, there were 0 tiles damaged, 0 population lost, 0 units killed, 1 tile gained fertility. Okay. It gained fertility, actually, so that's not bad. That's pretty good. Tiles actually get better. Did it kill the scout that was here? They had a scout right here. Did he get killed, or did he just move out of our vision? I guess we'll move around a bit. We'll have to see. Okay, that's the scout. That's a scout. He did survive. He did make it over there. He's also standing on some ruins we want.
All are made of clay.
All right, we've unlocked pottery. Good stuff. Brickyard. Food on plantations, production of clay pits. I mean, that seems pretty good. Okay, what is this? Building your legacy. Looks like we have to pick one of the 4 advisors to really give us the backing of them and focus on what they want. Economic, military, cultural, or science. It does say that you can change your mind at any time. So at least we're not going to be hemmed in regardless of where we go. But early on, I'm thinking science. I'm thinking while we've got nothing going on, like we've got nobody to trade with. Gold isn't going to do a ton for us. At the moment, we don't need military. We haven't seen anybody except 1 hostile scout. Cultural, we can ignore for a decent bit, and science just seems like the good way to go. So I'm going with science. Research and acquire technological knowledge to become the most advanced civilization in the world. Your science advisor is here to guide you in this path if you wish. Note that you can change paths at any time. Hell yeah. You can check your current tracked goals and objectives at a glance in your civilization journal. Okay, click the age progress icon. Let's do that. We got new menus. Here it is. And we got a track progress button here. This is really cool looking. So we got the legacy path, and we got all these different ones. We've already finished one for military somehow. Looks like there's a whole bunch for economic and military. Science, there's less, and there's very few for culture. So I'm not sure what's going on with these so far, but it kind of looks like it's one of those things that has to do with the age progression and carrying things through the different ages and all that stuff. So not entirely sure what's going on there yet, but we'll figure it out, I assume, at some point once we get there. And we have another new technology that we'll get to research here. What are we going next? Writing. Getting out a library this early would be kind of crazy. But at the same time, I feel like we need the animal husbandry. We also get a slinger, so we'll have a ranged unit as well. Like, it just feels like this is pretty needed early. Sailing will also be pretty good. +1 food on fishing boats. We'll have tons of those around us. So I think we're going animal husbandry. Not sure which of these after that. And then we're going to move our Magi over here. Ooh, what is that? Is that tea? No, it's silver. It's just a kettle. Okay, +20% gold towards purchasing units. You'd think it would be +20% silver, but all right. Let's get into these ruins and see what that does for us. The discontented subjects of a departed lord have disturbed his tomb. They haul out the riches buried with him, tribute stolen from their own chapped hands. Reclaim the stolen tribute, rebury the lord with dignity. So you're telling me that I picked Egypt, I ended up in the desert beside the Nile, and immediately somebody has disturbed the pharaoh's tomb? Damn. So they like really pay attention to like all those things and like try and put you in a specific to your civilization spot. I'm not sure which will help early on more, but I feel like I gotta go with the culture. We gotta preserve the tomb of the pharaoh. That just seems proper for the Egyptian people. So we are gonna rebury the Lord with dignity for 45 culture. And it looks like that finished our civics. So we've got 4 we can do here. 2 of them have a little Egyptian symbol on them. That's interesting. Let's go to view tree. Okay, so we can do mysticism, discipline, and then it looks like we have our own civic tree for the Egyptians specifically over here, where we can do arrival of Happy and the scales of Anubis before the light of Amun-Ra. So that looks pretty damn cool. We get our own specific stuff, and it looks like this is where we get our specific buildings as well. We got the mastaba there, we got the mortuary temple here, so that'll be really interesting. I do want to get those checked on pretty quick, especially this one for happiness on adjacent navigable river terrain, because we have lots of those nearby. And also, this one could be pretty good fairly early on. Plus 15% production towards constructing wonders. All right, so after a little bit of deliberation here, I'm going to go with the arrival of Happy, because it gives us happiness and also some food. The other ones seem kind of helpful. I think we'll go for discipline next. But the arrival of Happy seems like the best one to go with. Whoa, oh, choose a government already? You will need to establish a government before you can enact social policies. Each form of government has its own... Okay, so looks relatively similar to past games. Each government gives a set of choices during a celebration. A celebration, is that like a golden age with the happiness? So plus 20% culture, science, or food for 10 turns, and then also 30% production towards constructing buildings, infantry units, and wonders. So we don't really need culture or wonders at the moment. I don't know if we even can make wonders. So for the next 10 turns, that'll go to waste. So I don't think we're doing that. And we can do despotism or oligarchy. Personally, honestly, at this point, I would like to go for oligarchy for the 20% food. I think that's better than the science. But also, I don't know if we're going to be constructing any more buildings. So I don't know if that's going to go to waste or not. All right, Egypt, after a bit of deliberation, I'm going with oligarchy. The food, I think, is going to be really helpful, even though the science also would be. And I'm not sure if infantry units counts scouts. So I don't know if it would help for that. We might be building another building, or at least this will help finish the building we're currently making. So we're going to go with oligarchy. Social policies available. Good God, there's a lot of stuff moving around. You know, usually it's pretty chill in the early goings here. Under your new government, you may enact a social policy. Complete civics throughout the age to earn more policies to enact. Choose your first one. Okay, so we have 1 slot, and we have 2 that we can do. Charismatic leader or tool making. Culture on the palace. Production and science on the palace. Okay, well, we don't care much about culture at the moment. Production and science are both very helpful, so this is kind of a no-brainer for us right here. So we're going to take tool making. Okay, so now that we're through all of those menus and whatnot, I think we can go to the next turn. How's this city doing? We have 1 turn left on the granary. That 30% is probably helping out a lot there. And look at that. We even have another ruin to check out. Man, no wonder this guy's hostile. We look like we're chasing him down, even though we're just exploring the same areas he's in. A crowd has become captivated by a troupe of players. They deserve an audience that can fully appreciate their talents. Convince the players to tour Wasset, minus 50 gold, plus 60 culture, or move on, plus 10 production to nearest settlement. Okay, well, we only have 52 gold. Some extra culture could actually be nice. You know what? I actually really like this. I think we don't need gold early on. It's going to be hard to buy things. We're not going to get a ton of gold anyway. So you know what? Plus 60 culture really jumpstarts some of our culture there. Plus 10 production isn't a huge amount anyway. So let's go for the culture. People come from all over to see the thespians perform to enrich their spirits. Hell yeah. We gotta be ahead of most of the other civilizations already at this point then. With that bonus 60, like, that's huge. We're getting 11 per turn, and we just got a flat chunk of 60. That's pretty nice. That's gonna get us closer to the next one in no time. So let's move on to the next turn and see what happens with our granary. I don't want everything to get destroyed by a hurricane. Destroyed by a hurricane.
Destroyed by a hurricane.
What the hell? A granary has been built in Wasset. There's a hurricane, dude! What the fuck? A granary has been built in Wasset. It grows. Dude. Okay, cool, thank you. Dude, it's gonna blow down. It doesn't matter. There's a hurricane. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that's absolutely nuts, dude. Like, do they have, like, how bad is it? Is this gonna destroy my entire city? Is it gonna kill all the elephants? Oh no, it's already damaged. Oh no. Oh, good. My fishing boats? My fishing boats are okay. Okay, well that's good. Oh, here it is. A Category 5 hurricane named Canepti has developed and is headed to the east. We're the east. Oh no. The storm will cause destruction over the next 2 turns. That's right where we are. Oh my god. With its arrival, there were 1 tile damaged, so just this one of our best tiles. That's a shame. 1 population lost. Oh my god. 0 units killed. 0. Okay, so we gained fertility. I mean, cool, I guess. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. So wait, so what? I'm at a loss. It's also really loud compared to the rest of the game that I have pretty quiet. So like, what's our population? Is it 1 or is it 3? What's the 3? Oh, you just repair the camp. Oh, so there's not going to be builders in this game. There's probably no builders. There's no builders in the unit section. That's really interesting. Okay, well, at least it'll take 1 turn to fix. I'm not going to fix it yet because this looks like it is going to wreak havoc on us. So for now, we are just going to go with the scout. After this has gone away in 2 turns, we'll repair the camp and then go for a brickyard. So let's get that scout going, I suppose. Try and do your scout training and ignore the Category 5 hurricane that showed up out of nowhere. Oh my god. It's so nice and peaceful up here. They don't know. They don't know the homeland has been destroyed with a Category 5. Maybe I shouldn't have turned it up to the moderate amount of disasters. Maybe I should have left it at the low amount. Maybe that's the default for a reason. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? It's so loud. Oh god, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Did it not say west? Oh no! Oh no, it said east! Oh, okay. Okay, it's leaving. Oh, thank god. So did that increase any of these ones, or where did it give the bonus to? I mean, this one has food on salt. I guess salt is literally food. I have no idea what it did, but... Oh my god. A Category 5 just dropped on it. 7 tiles gained fertility. Okay. Okay. So, you know what? A second city over here. Maybe there'll be a bunch of really good stuff. That is still very loud. Okay. Oh my god. Grow City? Are we sure? Is this the best time for that? I mean, we have a bonus coming in for navigable river tiles and for fishing boats, and we also want to get this worked for us on the Wonder, so the Gull Foss we want to get, so I'm gonna... Well, actually, this one has 3 food. Is that the bonus? There's no way. This is way too far from it. You know what? Just to really get us growing and doing a lot of growth in the city so that we can get these other tiles faster, let's go with the camp. Let's go with the farm. Next turn. All right, can we see it? Is it going to go completely off our map? Command units. Oh, it's gone. It that quick, huh? A Category 5 shows up. kills my elephant, and then just immediately fucks off. All right, well, that's just great. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, real nice of the hurricane there. Very cool, very chill. Just keep on walking them down. Oh, what? You have just met Ibn Batutata. Okay, so we found somebody. The main child, yeah, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's talk to him. What's he got going on? How's he look? Oh, wow. That looks great, being able to compare like that. We just got hit with a Category 5 hurricane, and we're way happier than you, dude. He's got better culture. He's got more money. He's got... Oh, no, he's got better science, too. Okay. So we're happy and dumb. That's pretty much all we got going on.
نقابل جميعا مقابلة جيدة على طريق السفر. على الأقل آمل ذلك.
This screen looks really cool. I don't remember anything like this in any of the previous games too much. Okay, so I'm just now seeing we have a new currency, influence. 140, we're getting 10 per turn. We can spend 20 to either be a dick or to be friendly, and nothing is nothing. So, you know what? Let's spend 20. We have 140. Let's be friendly. Let's go and give him a friendly greeting for plus 20 relationship. Does he have to accept it, or do we just do that? It kind of looks like we just do that. Okay. So here we go. So we know how this works. Diplomatic actions, that looks different. You can start a variety of diplomatic actions by spending the influence, endeavors which are helpful to both of you, increase your relationship, sanctions which are harmful and decrease, espionage actions which are generally hidden from the other leader, unless you're me and have bad luck and everyone always gets found. So saying no to everything and being a dick about it and being an asshole to your neighbors, that does cost a bit of influence, which is very interesting. You can't fully ignore, well, I guess the middle ones ignore, but this is like outright say no to a ton of stuff. So that's very interesting. Open borders costs it. Research collaboration. Hinder. You need at least a relationship of unfriendly to start this action. Hinder the research of another leader. They lose 10% of their science per turn. Lasts for 10 turns. Oh my god. What? Hinder agriculture. Food is reduced by 20%. Lasts for 10 turns. Oh my god, you can really mess with people. That's crazy. That's a lot of really interesting stuff there. And then just denounce in general, even that still costs 60. That's crazy. I'm very excited to see how that works, and also wherever he is. Alright, so we need to grow the city again. We're gonna go for working the wonder. Picking this tile give you an expedition base. We get 6 food, and I didn't even realize before, but it's already giving culture and production to each of these. Oh, but it's not giving production to this one. Is that... I guess that's probably after you start working it. So, you know what? We're going to work this one, get a ton of food, and improve the other ones. And I think that's going to be really good for us. There we go. We got our expedition base. I can't really tell that it's there, but I believe them. Okay, our city needs to produce something. We do not have a scout yet. We were going to get one, but then stuff got messed up by the storm. So you know what? I think we're going to repair the camp and then, like, do we go with scout first or we go to settler first? I'm not sure. But you know what? I'm going to get your guys' opinion on that because this is going to be the final turn of the video. So next video will be starting on our first turn. We'll have a new thing to do. So let me know which one of these you want me to pick. But for now, for a single turn, we are going to repair the camp. Yes. Yes, repair this camp. Okay. Let's keep moving these guys around. Keep exploring. Going through the forest. A little bit more cotton. This Atlantis continent is huge. I have no idea where we met that other guy, by the way. I have no idea where we saw him. I'm looking around. I'm not seeing anything. Like, I don't know how we met him. If his guys just dipped in and then went back into the unknown over here. So I guess we'll have to see what's going on with him later. All right, my apologies, Egyptians. I completely forgot that we were making a scout already. So we've already got somebody to run around and take a look at a bunch of this stuff. And since we have a scout already, that means let me know in the comments for the next video, do you want me to build a brickyard right away, get some production, some science, even some culture going? Or do you just straight up want me to go for a settler? In 6 turns, we'll bring him over, we'll probably bring our warrior back to escort him around, and we'll go settle a second city already. It feels early, but I mean, at the same time, maybe you need to get him going early. Maybe the other people all have second cities already. We know that stuff over here got upgraded by the hurricane, so maybe we'll take a look over here and see what's available. And the last thing to do for this turn is a narrative choice. So let's see what that is here. On a warm autumn morning, citizens gather to hear Confucius speak. That'll be Confucius. He encourages them to treat one another with respect, to always express care and empathy for their fellow humans. What am I? Hold on here. Train 2 settlers, build 2 libraries. Kindness must be earned. +1 Magi in Wasset. So these 2 start a quest. This one doesn't. So do I just get a Magi in this one? Or do I get the science here? Do I get the culture? Or do I get that when I complete this task here? I'm really not sure about this. But you know what? That's where you guys come in. Let me know if any of you have any clue how these work, if this is something that I have to do to get the culture. Do I have to train the settlers to get the culture? Do I have to build the libraries to get the extra science? And does this one just give me the Magi? Because, like, that doesn't seem like +1 Magi. That's not something I can achieve. That's not something I can just do, really, right? It would say train a Magi. So I assume this just gives that to me. And I assume these ones have a quest that I have to do before getting the bonus. At least that's what it looks like to me. So I'll let you guys take a look at that there, and then you can let me know what you think we should do. But that is where we are so far in our Egypt civilization, with Confucius at the helm of it all. We've already been hit by, somehow, a Category 5 hurricane. Before we met any other civilizations, we got hit by a Category 5, and it killed a bunch of our elephants. So we're fixing that. We got our scout going down to a cave. We got these guys bumbling around in the forest like idiots. They're going to have to come home and help the settler if we want to go for a settler. Or maybe we'll go for the brickyard. I'll leave that up to you guys and let you deliberate on that. But that is all we have so far. Thank you all so much for watching. This is going to be a really fun series. I'm really excited to see how it goes and what we end up doing, what you guys want me to do for the rest of this series, and what choices you want me to make. I'm going to take a lot of it into my own hands, but I'm also going to leave a lot of it to you guys. I'm going to be reading every single comment you guys leave on the YouTube videos, and it'll be fun for us to build this civilization together. Confucius controlling Egypt right next to the Nile River and Category 5 hurricanes. So that's where we're at so far. So thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one.